first one, the chat, second one, blah, blah, blah.
No, this is how you do an intro. Hey, this is Noobs Unite. I'm Cappan, there's Meerkat, and as always, we're going to talk about our gaming news and adventures and quests that are going on.
Hello.
There you go. That's how you do an intro.
Didn't expect you to go straight into it.
No, that's because we're having to record a second time. Why is that?
Full
Why is
disclosure, I thought it would be a good idea for me to do the intro and me to lead the podcast this week because, you know, confidence.
And what happened?
Well, clearly, we're recording a second take.
It got dark.
Real quick.
Yeah. Not in like a, serial killer kind of way, but Carl Panzram was mentioned.
Oh, dear.
It just got emotionally dark. So
It did.
I'm here. I think it was mainly my fault. I've had a rough week. How's your week gone?
My week, it's been okay. I've got to start a new job on Monday.
Hurrah!
Cool. It was my youngest son's 6th birthday. Shout out to Kidzania because that, like, if you don't know what Kidzania is, it's basically, I think there's one in Dubai as well, maybe one in America, don't quote me, but in London, in a big shopping centre called Westfield, there's an exclusive floor where it's very safe for the kids to run around and do what they like while the parents are sipping on coffee or, you know, or walking around with their kids as well. But but the children get to go and do basically activities to earn something called Kidzoos.
So it's like a kids battle royale.
No, no. Good attempt at the segue, but
that was a fucking amazing attempt at a segue.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to decline you on that one because it's not like that at all. It's basically like kids, like my kids got to be a radio DJ for Capital.
That's cool. And I'm really happy for them.
Wait, I have not finished. They got to play the drums. They got to be an airline pilot. They got to be a fireman. They got to be a policeman. They got to be a climber. They got to be a news article person.
Cool. So it's essentially building kids up for things they'll never be able to do.
Yeah, but it's a really cool activity for my kids. So for my son, like what happened was we took him there on his birthday and he freaking loved it, man.
Well, I'm happy for him, but I did voiceover work like a few months ago at the MoMA in Queens, and I got to look at Jim Henson stuff. So I think I'm better than them.
Yeah. So you used to call me Donkey.
Yeah, I still call you Donkey.
Okay. So you know when you'd come back from America and we'd meet in Croydon and I'd have my kids with me.
Yeah.
You'd be trying to encourage them to call me Donkey.
Mm-hmm.
They don't remember that.
Well, they shouldn't, because it was before I moved to America.
Was it before?
Yeah, so that was like 4 years ago. I think it was the last time I saw them.
Oh, okay. So if you see them on the 28th, then you got to bring up Donkey again. I
just want to point out that our first podcast went off the rails because of a terrible segue. And you shut this segue down to talk about a kid's player.
About my kids, man. That matters.
That's awesome for them. So anyway.
Gaming news this week.
Jesus Christ.
GTA 6 may or may not. I mean, I'm trying here.
I'm listening. I got my headphones in. Yeah, GTA 6 is apparently
potentially has just been teased out to the world
by a guy called Simon.
We are calling him Simon. Probably not his real name.
No, and I'm going to reuse some of the old stuff in the last podcast.
That's cool. Please
do. I'm going to, because it was material.
Mm-hmm.
Simon is so fucked.
Oh yeah. He's going to get the sack. So Simon is
Simon's a dumb boy.
He's a third-party developer working for Sony on the PlayStation 5. Now, he may or may not have come out and said that PlayStation 5 have got Grand Theft Auto 6 signed on for a special, a timed exclusive. And the belief that the release date is going to be the holiday of 2020. So it's going to come out, we believe, between October and January. Well, October and December of 2020.
Yeah. But we don't know if it's a timed exclusive. That was something we spoke about in the last one, just to kind of just to make it seem to make more sense if it was a timed exclusive.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the rumor. The rumor is that it's going to be a timed PS5 exclusive.
Yeah.
But it does also mean that PS4 and Xbox One console users are potentially going to be upset. But as you did point out, that if they are true console enthusiasts, then they're going to be happy that it's going to go to a new console.
Yeah, more power.
More power!
Also, the fact that you were able to predict that it's coming out in 2020 means you have amazing vision.
Hey! But unfortunately, I got it the first time.
Yeah, this time. This time you got it the first time.
So you say a lot of stuff that I don't get sometimes.
That's fair.
Sometimes I nod along and go, ha, 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 yes, jolly her. Other times I'm like, oh yeah, I get that. That's actually pretty cool.
That's fine. You know my wife very well. She doesn't get half the things I say. Well, she gets half the things, but like every now and then she'll just be like, where the hell did you pull that from? And I'll be like, well, because there's a roller coaster at Disney and people die. So
whoa.
Exactly. And now you're gonna be like, where did you get that from? And I'll be like, my brain.
The dark depths of Scott's brain.
Yes.
Must be terrible.
If my parents died and I had Michael Caine looking after me, I'd be called Brain Man.
Oh God.
Where I just write in my journal. But
I'm just nodding along. Oh, yes, Scott, that was very good.
You don't know who Michael Caine is?
I know who Michael Caine is. He's a nosy neighbour. My name is Michael Caine, and I'm a nosy neighbour.
The one thing I hate about Michael Caine is everyone thinks they can do a good Michael Caine impression.
I nailed it.
Yeah. So, yeah, GTA 6 coming out 2020, which is
so
apparently according to Statman Dave.
So it's been 6 years now since the release of GTA 5. Rockstar have certainly kept GTA 5 going strong with frequent DLCs. In fact, they have a DLC coming out on the 24th of April.
Do they call it DLC or is it events?
They call it DLC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Oh, that's cool.
Why? Who calls it events?
I don't know. I just thought they were like, I don't know if they were events or if they were DLC or if...
Overwatch.
I'm not doing that. I'm not buying into that segue. I will bring up Overwatch in my own goddamn time.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes. It's about 45 degrees.
Okay, that wasn't the question. Although, that's a good way of me asking the question.
Yes.
How is Devon within the heat of 45 degrees?
Devon is perfect.
Does he prefer warm weather, cold weather?
The wonderful thing about having a moose in an apartment in Staten Island is when you overcook your potato skins because you're so damn busy at work and you work from home, that the cheese is melted so much that it's just, it's not nice. You can just throw it at the moose and he'll eat it. He's like a walking trash compactor.
Oh.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
But what's that got to do with the heat?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't asked him, but he seems to be doing all right with the food.
Oh, okay, can you go and ask him quickly how he's enjoying the heat?
Oh, fine.
Thank you.
Moose.
Yes.
All right, Devon doesn't talk and you know it. I'm not going to have you I'm not going to let you think. I'm not going to have you let me think that I'm crazy because I can hear the moose.
Yes, Master Scott.
He doesn't call me master. We're brothers. Ever since I rescued him from that terrible man that just kept throwing ranch at us.
Yeah, let's not talk about that person. Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, of course.
Did you have other stuff you wanted to talk about, gaming related, in today's episode?
I did.
Go on then.
No. So look, calm down. You got to get. We have to treat every podcast like a Fergie national anthem. We have to. We got to lure people in with the idea that it could be good, and then we have to keep them here for how bad it is.
No. Whoa. As long as I'm here, it's always going to be good.
Fergalicious. Um,
Fergie time. Oh no, that's different Fergie.
do you know what I don't get about Fergie?
Which one? Because now I'm confused. Now I'm thinking about the Man United.
No, I thought you'd be thinking about the royal, because we despise Prince Harry over here right now. No,
only because I got to write a whole bloody segment.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. Don't worry. There's so many things for us to talk about.
Okay, sorry.
The lyrics. How comes every time you come around, my London Bridge want to go down?
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense.
Well, she's not from London either.
I know, but I just want to point that out. It doesn't make any sense. Bridges go up. That's when boats go through them.
But then they go back down. What's the lyrics again? Repeat the lyrics.
No, I'm not a dancing moose for you.
No, please, because I want to try and decipher this. You now made me really curious.
Okay. So she's like, how comes every time you come around?
How comes every time you come around my London Bridge? When I go down my London. When I go
No. We discussed this in the last episode. There is no more singing.
Okay. All right. So, but
there is no
fair.
more.
No.
You get so close to your mic, and then it plays with my eardrums, and then I'm like, what the fudge is going on? This is some dope weed. And then when I go back to my guy and I'm like, give me the eardrum shaking weed. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, gimme. And then we argue.
You haven't been having weed. It's oregano that he's been selling you all this time.
It's not origami.
No, that's folding paper.
Yeah. There's no such thing as what you said. It's oregano.
Okay, listen.
You were a chef.
No, it's oregano in England.
Oregano.
It's oregano if you're in the US.
Yeah.
Just like it's tomato in the UK and it's tomato in the US.
I had actually, on a quick side note,
I had potato in the UK and potato in Ireland.
I had a nice omelet the other day, but it was too much for me, so I had to wrap my tomatoes up in aluminum foil.
Exactly. This is my point. So oregano is...
And then I got on my motorcycle to buy some diapers.
Right.
Don't have a cow, man. Yeah. So...
How many people did you just offend?
Not enough.
Right.
So yeah, our Canadian listeners are loving this.
Yes.
We are doing some side episodes, which I'd like to call side quests.
Side quest.
And one is about one that you're working on, is about addiction and loot boxes.
Well, hang on. Can we be a bit more specific in this? It's more not addiction in the broad term of drugs, alcohol. It's just gaming addiction.
Yeah, not the fun stuff.
No. What? No. Just just gaming addiction and how companies. Yeah, well, you'll see what we mean when it comes out.
Yeah, you'll see it with your ears.
You'll know what I mean when you listen to it.
Yeah, with your eyes. So, and
I hate you so much.
Everybody does. Except Devon. Yeah, we're gonna get some buds tomorrow. We're gonna play frisbee in the park where I throw him and he jumps and eats them.
Yo, do you know what Devon reminds me of?
What?
ETC from Heroes of the Storm. I just could imagine Devon with a guitar.
Oh, I like ETC.
Yeah, I could have just imagined Devon with a guitar.
Yeah, he's cool.
Sorry. Go on.
No, that's cool. And if you want to see what ETC looks like, you should check out the live stream that's coming on the 20th of April, which we're doing for to raise some money for something quite close to Alex's heart.
Yeah, so a friend of mine, she's got MS and she needs to raise 80,000 British pounds sterling for treatment to halt the progression.
It's like $6.
No, that's...
How's Brexit going? It's like 100. Yeah. So yeah, there's going to be...
How many dollars is that?
I don't know. I'm not working out. I'm not going on a third segue. So yeah, there's going to be links in the Scrinson, which is the description.
Yeah.
And then Alex is going to be streaming for 12 hours, I believe, from 10 a.m. GMT time.
Yeah.
This morose motherfucker is going to be there for about 6 of those hours, I will be wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, not that you're going to be able to see them, but yeah.
No, no, I won't because they'll be on my face. And then, yeah, and I'm going to be playing Heroes of the Storm, and I'll be in Discord. Come say hello. Rah, rah, rah.
Rah, rah, rah. It's going to be either on, I still haven't decided, probably going to be on Twitch, so twitch.tv/Cappan and Meerkat.
And if you want more information, you can go to our Twitter.
You can. I do want to just say this, though, if I may. No, I just want to say we will not make a single penny from this.
No.
All of the money we will urge for people to go onto the Just Giving page to donate money.
And if you don't believe that we do things without earning any money, you haven't seen our resolve in the fact that we're now doing podcasts every week and not earning a penny.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. I know, you're already getting into it. Oh, I'll give you a spoiler alert. I say something stupid in the second half of the episode. But I have to tell you about Anchor. Anchor is our sponsor this week. Anchor is this phenomenal one-stop shop podcast platform. It's free, it's easy, and it's everything you need to make your podcast in one place. You can record there, you can edit there, and then when you're done, they'll go ahead and distribute your podcast everywhere. That includes Spotify and Apple Podcasts. They'll even find you sponsors so you can make some money doing something you love. So why are you still sitting here listening to this? Wait, finish listening to the ad, otherwise I don't get paid. But at the end of this podcast, go download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. It's so easy. Why aren't you doing it? Everyone has a voice, and I want to hear what you have to say. Come join our diverse podcast community and get started today.
Yeah. We're literally doing this because we love it.
Not love. Mine's community service. So
no, I genuinely still believe, though, that if just one person listens to this and has a laugh from it or is happy afterwards,
yeah,
then jobs are good and legit. I'm cool. Sorry.
No, that's cool. I like that you want to reach one person. I'd rather reach 8 million people, but whatever. I guess obviously some of us think small. But yeah, you can find out all the information over on our Twitter, which is what, Alex?
Cappan and Meerkat, at Cappan and Meerkat. Twitter.com/Cappan and Meerkat.
We have an Instagram, so you can see what crazy kooky things we're up to, which is at Cap Meerkat. And we have a YouTube, which you went around for the first attempt at this terrible podcast. So I'll give you the cliff notes. I'm going to start putting up some Overwatch stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the people want.
Yeah, good for them. Gets the people going. Fergie. So, you've seen. I'm not Blades of Glory. We agreed no singing.
Sorry.
Anyway, while Alex is working on that side podcast he mentioned, I will be working on a podcast around the effects and that PUBG had in gaming and where it came from, because it has a pretty interesting origin story. So you can check that out in a few weeks, probably when I come back from England.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
So I think that's all the PSAs. And now into the gaming news. There's an Overwatch starting on Tuesday, August. Oh, I keep saying August. April 16th. I just want this year to be over. April 16th. And it ends on May 6th. I have some beef with that because I'm going to miss 2 weeks of it.
And I still maintain that they're not going to miss you.
No, all they do is miss me because I'm nimble.
I really want to sing again.
Oh, that was a test. You have passed. But yeah, there's an event coming. It's called Storm Rising. It's the only time of the year where it's part of their archives event. The only time of the year where you get to play PvE, which is players versus enemies, as opposed to the traditional players versus players.
I thought it was players versus entity.
Oh, I call it enemies.
Oh, you may be right. To be fair.
I could be wrong. I'm a simple man. Mama always said, "Get the fuck out my room."
All right.
That's what she'd always say.
Bit harsh.
Yeah, she was. Oh. Go take your moose outside and go find 2 princesses. Yeah.
Let it go, Scott.
I will, Olaf. Yeah. So yeah, there's a new event coming, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Cool. So
Builds into the lore.
So there's a new thing in Fortnite.
Ooh, tell me more. Does he have a
Respawn
car?
vans.
Oh.
I can't pronounce Res properly. So we spawn vans.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was called We Spawn Vans.
It could well be.
Just because I feel like the creative direction on that game is we have to appeal to people like Sesame Street. 1 kill, two kills,
Today's letter is A
for excellent.
for asshole. So talking about Fortnite.
Yes.
Fortnite is produced by a company called Epic Games. They have recently employed the co-founder of Respawn and Infinity Ward, called Jason West.
Ah, good for him.
I want to know what he's doing though.
So
personally.
we don't know because the news came out on Friday, April 12th. So today for me, yesterday for you, tomorrow for someone else. Yeah.
At time of recording.
At time of recording. So we don't know. I think it must be something interesting or big enough because he came out of retirement. And only people that are allowed to come out of retirement are the Rolling Stones, Rod Stewart, and Michael Jordan.
I don't think Rod Stewart should be allowed to come out of retirement.
No, I'm not saying I want them to come out of retirement. But they've done it so much. Oh, and Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Yeah, Jay-Z.
Oh, the guy that's banging Beyonce.
Whoa, crass.
Sorry, I mean making sweet, sweet love to Beyonce.
Yeah, the rapper. And businessman.
The what?
And businessman.
Oh, he's a businessman?
Yes. He's
with that much money, I'm guessing.
He's a businessman.
Because he's getting busy.
No, that's a reference to one of his songs, which just shows how cultured you are. Go listen to Enigma.
I'm not a fan of rap.
Mic drop.
This about me.
Yeah, but
you can't be mic dropping something. Like
I can. Rap is filled with culture and history, and you should listen to it.
Listen, yo.
That made me sound like really white. I just prefer rap music to current pieces of shit pop music.
See, I'm a fan of Ariana Grande, Ed Sheeran.
Shocker.
No, it's not shocker. It's just, I'm not, whatever, man.
Yeah, cultured.
Whatever.
Cultured, I think the word. You're not cultured.
Whatevs, bro.
Yeah.
Ari?
No, but yeah, so we don't know what he's doing over at Epic.
No, I doubt it's something to do with Fortnite. That's not enough money.
Yeah, but I honestly was surprised Epic is still around. I thought before Fortnite was coming out, they were going down the shitter.
Well, they certainly changed that around, didn't they?
They did. Now they own the shitter.
Now they've encrusted it in gold and diamonds.
And sold it to you for like $10. And it's a backpack.
Yes.
Yes.
With a dog sitting in it.
You can get a toilet plunger.
You can. Which would.
Shocker.
What?
And the emote makes you look like Mario. You jump up to punch the box.
What happened now?
Oh no, it's just kind of like I don't like Fortnite.
What? Why not? Come on, let's tell the listeners why.
I'm not very good at it. That's one reason. The other reason is like I don't know. I just feel like when I'm walking, like I was at an NYCFC game last season. It was a good game actually. Thinking about it, David Villa hit the crossbar. Bit sad about that because I went to see him.
Villa.
What?
In FIFA 16? 17? Every time Villa got the ball, the crowd would be going, Villa, Villa, Villa. So I just was...
No, it was every time he scored.
No, every time he got the ball.
No, it was every time he scored it. And you heard that a lot because I always played him up front.
Oh. Yeah.
Shocker. Yeah. Anyway, when I'm there and I'm watching a game of of football or soccer, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I'm there having a good time, enjoying my favorite sport. And then I look over and I see a kid doing a Fortnite dance. I'm like, fine. He's having a good time. Good for him. And then like the ball goes down the other end of the pitch, and then I glance back in that kid's direction and I'm like, oh, cool. Now he's doing a different one. Good for him. And then I'm like, he's
do flosses and stuff. Come on, man.
no, it shouldn't be affecting me in the real world. Video games are just that. They're video games. Unless obviously it's like, oh, you want to like buy stuff like merchandise, then cool, crack on. That's your money. But I think it's stupid. I think PUBG was 1,000 times better, and I've heard good things about Apex Legends.
So my only beef, and it's not beef at all. I like you. I'm an ex-hardcore Xbox player.
I'm not hardcore.
Console.
I'm moderate.
Console player, but I've recently moved to a PC, and
look at me, I'm a PC elite. Ooh, I'm going to tell you all how good I am.
The annoying thing is he did this in the first take.
Yeah.
And now it's just like it's just come to the point of just being plain rude, really.
I know, but it's beating you down more.
Yes, and I will go leave this podcast later and go and cry. So thanks for that.
Well, welcome to my world.
My point is, I'm trying to get used to keyboard and mouse. Now, that's my excuse for being rubbish at things like Fortnite and Apex. And yes, all right, I could stick a controller on there, but what's the point of having a keyboard and mouse if I'm going to stick a controller?
What's the point in having a keyboard if you're going to type shorthand like you do to me all the time?
I don't write shorthand to you,
yes,
only when I'm on my phone.
Yeah, that has a keyboard.
Yeah, but...
That's lazy. In fact, why do we even play console games anymore? Why don't we just download Call of Duty and Fortnite to our phones and just walk around like a bunch of zombies, man? Because that's what the government wants, man. They're trying to like infest your brain, man. Mars bars are doing this to us. They're breaking us down on a chemical level.
Whoa.
Man.
Whoa. So, have you got any other news?
Yeah, the earth is flat.
Oh, God.
No, not really. I'm just I'm looking forward to my weekend of Heroes of the Storm and Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
I may be showing up on someone else's podcast.
Oh,
yeah, to talk about some spooky stuff.
Spooky stuff. Which I was invited to.
No, you weren't, because you don't get spooky. You can. Jealous. That's fine. You can be jealous. I don't care. I'm going there, and it's going to be fun. Working on the other podcast, still trying to write the Devon Adventure podcast, and it's just so hard because I had to get into the mind of a moose, but mooses don't know how to write, so I'm just walking around my apartment, just like pissing everywhere.
That's real worse.
It is. It's a real shocker. I'm a method writer.
Hang on a minute. I've just realised something.
What?
Star Wars.
Oh yeah, that's Star Wars. So
thank God one of us is sober.
I'm sober.
Star
Wars, which is a reference to SNL, Bill Murray, greatest comedic actor of all time. Yeah, Star Wars. It's a Star Wars game being announced. It's called Fallen Order, I believe. It's set in between episodes 3 and episodes 4, and you play a young Padawan that has survived the disastrous event where Anakin Skywalker struck down all of what he believed to be the Jedi children, right before Ewan McGregor went after him and fought him and then cut him into tiny pieces.
Ewan McGregor? No way.
Yeah, so it's called Fallen Order. We've recorded this on a Friday, but they're announcing it, more info, on the Saturday. So we don't really have a lot to talk about it, other than I'm looking forward to it, because for me, this is very make or break for EA. Disney have a wonderful habit of just pulling licenses. And I imagine they were quite pissed off with the loot box kerfuffle in Battlefield 2. Battlefield 1 was an atrocious mess, but everyone just liked it because of the nostalgia effect. I am guilty of that as well. But I enjoyed 2 because it had some fun co-op stuff, which I'd play with Pam. And yeah, so I'm hoping that this one, basically, don't fuck it up.
Yeah, don't fuck it up.
Because there was a company called Gazillion. They had an amazing Marvel property called Marvel Heroes Omega. They fucked it up. Now Scott doesn't have Marvel Heroes Omega. And I haven't stopped bitching about it for a year and 5 months.
So I'm going to reiterate, EA. Stop fucking up.
Yeah. Stop demanding more money, you greedy swines. But yeah. Fallen Order. I think that's what it's called. I think I already said that. But yeah. It's going to be announced. Also, there was a Star Wars trailer today.
There was. Yes, episode 9.
Yeah, I'm so glad it's going to be over.
Oh, is this the last one?
Yeah, they said they're going to take a break from it. I realized I don't want to sound negative all the time, but I loved Star Wars as a kid.
Yeah,
and I enjoyed the prequels. You know, I enjoyed them for what they were. Yeah, I enjoyed them for what they are. And I like the animated shows they do. You know, those are fun. But this new trilogy has just and it's like, hey, there's a new Star Wars movie coming. And I'm like, no, Endgame is coming. Yeah, but this new Star Wars movie. I'm like, no, Endgame. But what comes out after Endgame? Spider-Man. Okay.
See you soon, guys.
Yeah. We all still get your money.
Can I say though, before Endgame,
Spider-Man,
and eventually Star Wars, Game of Thrones is out.
I don't like Game of Thrones.
Okay, so the rest of the world does. So Game of Thrones will have been out for a day after this episode is released. So
it had been out for 2 days. 2 days.
2 days.
Because in America, we get it on a Sunday.
At 2 a.m.?
No, we don't get it at 2 a.m.
Oh, it's 9 p.m., isn't it?
Yeah, and you get adverts, don't you?
Shut up.
We don't.
So, guys that have listened to this, let me tweet us at Cappan and Meerkat and let us
in your throat just then,
and let me know what you. I'm trying to get. What's the lizard? What you on about?
Because your voice did like some weird like growly thing.
So let me know what you think of Game of Thrones season 8 episode 1, because I am hyped for this right now.
Yeah,
I cannot wait.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're excited about something. I know Pam's excited about it. I know quite a few of my co-workers are excited about it. I personally,
I'm the person that don't watch it.
No, I'm forced to watch it in complete silence on a Sunday evening. He's like, "You stay here. You'll watch this with me.
Otherwise, you'll end up in the cupboard."
I love the cupboard. That's where I got my lightning scar.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I like the Hound. He's pretty cool.
He's scared of fire.
Who isn't?
Although in the trailer, he stood next to fire.
Oh, he's a bad man.
Not me.
Yes, it's a real plot twist. I also like.
You suck.
Is it Tormund?
Tormund, yeah.
Yeah, I like him. I always get him confused with the character from Overwatch who's Torbjorn. And I like the Ice King.
Oh, yeah, like 100% the Ice King is... Okay, all right.
Well, actually, no, the Ice King's from Adventure Time. I like the King of the Dead. No, Simon, I think his name is.
No, he's the Night King.
Yeah, I called him the Ice King, who's from Adventure Time.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry. Who do you think, then? Because you've clearly watched it. You're going to have an opinion.
No, I watched the last season.
Oh. Okay, so from the last season, because you're the only person I can ask this question right now, who do you think is going to take the throne?
Don't care.
Right. On that note, thank you all for listening.
I'd want it to be the Night King.
I'm gonna walk away. Let Scott waffle on about the Night King.
I think it should be the Night King because there are very few
for listening
in this world that they say they're going to do something.
I'm going to go to
and
bed now.
they just settle on it, and they just keep pummeling forward.
Check
For
out
better
Twitter,
or for worse, they just keep going and going until they're able to, like really drive their point home and do what's best for their like people. That is a shining example for a lot of world leaders right now, because
Nothing burritos.